Okay, hello everybody. It's Ed Rosenberg again, and this afternoon I'm speaking to Steve Eilers from AMZ Alert. Steve, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Ed. Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, so Steve is from Michigan, an Amazon seller, and you developed AMZ Alert. You want to let me know a little bit about yourself aside from what he said?
Yeah, definitely. I run a parent company called Boost Marketing Group. We basically have a number of different brands and entities of products that we sell on Amazon. We've been selling on Amazon for over 5 years, and we've actually become an Inc. 500 company 2 years in a row now, based on our growth and sales volumes. And recently launched AMZ Alert, the software that we're here talking about today.
Right, so you must be one of the largest sellers on Amazon.
Yeah, correct. Yes, we're sellers ourselves, so we know the issues that other sellers deal with on Amazon all the time. So that's kind of the reason we created the software. Was we've been through the issues that everyone else deals with, and we developed this for ourselves first, and have used it privately for the past year, and just basically unleashed it for everybody else's use just recently here.
So you have a background in programming, or you outsourced it?
I have a developer on in-house that helped with the programming. Actually, two developers, one in-house and one not. But I do have a tech background and a marketing background, so and an Amazon background. So I guess it was a good mix, getting the right people to come together and develop this.
Okay, so I posted a little bit about it like a couple of weeks ago. You want to let me know exactly what it does, what are the benefits, who's it for?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, AMZ Alert is really, for an Amazon seller of any size, whether you're just getting involved, just getting started on Amazon with maybe private label products, or if you've got, 5,000 SKUs, really, it's for anybody. It is very beneficial because I guess the other software that's out there can maybe crunch numbers for you or tell you when your listing might get hijacked. But AMZ Alert really takes it a step further. There's about 12 things that the software is looking on your listings every about 15 minutes that it's checking for. We're looking for changes in bestseller badges, changes in categories, changes in BSR, whether it be up or down, changes in your title, your pictures. I mean, there's countless things that the software checks for, even reviews. If a review, last year, familiar with the terms of service update where Amazon changed everything with reviews. Well, they started deleting reviews on a lot of products. A lot of people didn't realize it unless they're, checking their listings all the time. But AMZ Alert will, check it every 15 minutes, and you'll get a text message or an email as soon as reviews get deleted or any of these negative, activities happen, which really kind of sets it apart and helps me sleep a lot better at night. Being an Amazon seller myself, it's finally given me that peace of mind, I guess.
Okay, so basically it babysits your private label listings. Is that what it does?
Yeah, exactly. Around the clock, it's checking for anything because, as losing a bestseller badge or having a hijacker on your listing, if you're not taking care of that right away, you're throwing away a lot of money. It could be hundreds, thousands of dollars that you're losing while you sleep or while you're not, correcting the issue, basically.
Right now, a lot of people have this. Doesn't have to be private label. A lot of people have, like I know with sports memorabilia, a lot of times you have these Chinese guys who I don't think have the product because they're selling like LeBron James jerseys for $1.99.
Sure.
And like they list like 30 of them. And I don't know if they're still doing it, but I know a few weeks ago there was a big issue. So that would help it's not just private label, it's branded items too.
It's any item. In fact, some of our customers are actually using the software to monitor competitor listings too. So they can see what changes the competitors are making, and kind of keep an eye on things there too. But yeah, it's really just a proactive solution to kind of keep an eye on everything and give you that peace of mind so you can sleep well at night. We're actually building some really cool things into it. Right now, it's primarily monitoring, it's babysitting those listings, but we're actually adding this month a feature that will, whenever it detects a piggybacker or a hijacker, it's going to automatically issue a cease and desist to that person. It could be 3 o'clock in the morning, you could be sleeping, it's going to take care of it for you. And you can customize a template for your cease and desist letter. It'll be fully customizable. So we're adding that too, which will really set it apart. I mean, the cease and desist, it can be pretty effective to getting some of these people off. Obviously not for everyone, but a good amount it works. So we're working on things like that all the time to really take the monitoring of your Amazon business, take your hands off of it, and let a computer do it. We're getting really, really good feedback on it.
Right. Somebody actually, when I sent the post last time, sent me an email or a message. Your pricing structure is based on how many ASINs you have?
Yes, exactly. Right now it's based on how many ASINs you want to monitor. That's how our packages are kind of laid out. We are going to be tweaking that a little bit and actually making it more cost effective, because we've gotten a little feedback right now, and I'll be honest with you, that's has to do with the price. People are saying it's expensive, and our response to that has been, well, yeah, it involves a lot of resources, servers and things, and there's a lot that goes into it, but we've been able to cut costs a little bit. So we're actually going to be doubling the packages here pretty soon, which is really exciting. And that goes for our existing customers too. So whether you have, 25 ASINs or, 1,000, we're going to have packages that can support all the way up to a higher amount, and make it more cost effective for people who might have, might need more ASINs and don't want to foot the bill, basically.
Right, because it was interesting the way you priced it was by ASIN. So, someone has 2,000 ASINs, it could be smaller than someone doing 50 ASINs. Like, it doesn't really fit so well. Like, I did get some emails, saying that it's very good if you have 25 or whatever your starting package is, for private label. But if you have sports memorabilia and you have thousands of ASINs, like, the price ended up being really high, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the event that you have, thousands of listings, I mean, it could get a little overbearing with the amount of alerts that you would have coming in, and text messages and emails. The server can certainly, handle the load. I mean, we have a customer right now that literally does have 1,000 ASINs. But ironically, that's just a huge private label customer. Half of those products are their own branded line of products. It's in the supplement space. But it can certainly support, a business of any size. And like I said, a lot of people, they might have 25 or 50 of their own products, and that's their business. And they might, have 20 of their competitors' products on there too. And they might just be looking for changes in category and bestseller and BSR or images or whatever, just so they can keep an eye on things to kind of maintain the ability to be competitive.
Right, and my competitor wouldn't know if I'm watching him, right?
Correct. A competitor would not know if you're watching.
Right, and this is just product reviews on Amazon.
This is
product details.
This is checking product reviews. This is checking the title. This is checking your BSR. This is checking pretty much every aspect of your Amazon listing. Because to me, like, for example, I rely very heavily on a couple of my products that have a bestseller badge. I want to know if I lose that badge, because when I have that badge, my sales literally are double. As soon as I lose that badge, they're cut in half. So, and Amazon doesn't tell you if you lose a badge or not, and you'd only know based on looking at your sales and if they're lower, or if you happen to check your listing. So, I mean, this will tell you within 15 minutes of losing that bestseller badge, so you can either do something to increase your BSR to fix it, or maybe you have to move categories or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I've been using this on my own business for a long time, and I mean, we grew our business tremendously, just thousands of percent points, just by actively monitoring the business. I feel like so many sellers are maybe only looking at, hijackers or piggybackers. And I just feel like, they're leaving money on the table. They're not looking at enough things. It can really make a huge effect on your business if you're checking all of these things very proactively.
No, it makes a lot of sense because I know there's a big disconnect between what happens to your product and the changes. Like Amazon's terrible, and like
Yeah.
you get the ASIN change notification, and even that you don't know exactly.
And oftentimes that's 2 days later you get that.
Yeah, but even if it's instant, I mean, nothing about the reviews, and there's nothing about the bestseller ranking, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I could see that being extremely valuable. So now you're doing this basically full time, or you're still running your Amazon business?
We're still running our Amazon business kind of part time. I have 5 full-time employees under our staff. So we're not a huge company by any means, but AMZ Alert, we are investing more and more resources into it. And like I said earlier, we are looking to just build this out into something really powerful, something that will, really take the hands off. Automatic cease and desist. We're looking at doing automatic reporting of other hijackers too that will go direct to seller performance. Just numerous things that we have to do manually right now. If someone jumps on your listing, I mean it's time consuming to get a cease and desist out or to report it to seller performance or call them up, or I mean there's certain things that are effective in getting people off your listings or to fix your listings, but it just takes time. So we're adding more support for different Amazon countries. That's one of the big things we're doing too. Right now, we're just supported in the United States, but we understand how important it is to have the UK and Canada and some of the Asian countries too. So we are actively working on that too, which is pretty cool. And we're just looking to, get feedback too from people who've either used it or haven't, and tell us what you're looking for. We can make it happen. And if it makes, your life easier, it's going to make my life easier too, because I'm a seller on Amazon as well. And I think that's a unique perspective we have, with creating the software. I mean, we deal with the same stuff that everyone else does, on Amazon, the negative stuff. And we have for years. So that's, the big reason why we created it, to help people and help ourselves too.
Right. It wasn't like you sat there and saying, "Let's make it. What software should we make?" You had a need. You built the software, and which is the way to go. So I think this is going to be huge, actually. So thanks a lot for coming on, and
Yeah, thank you, Ed.
yeah, and we'll keep in touch. That was really informative. Thank you so much, Steve.
All right, thanks, Ed. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.